Hi guys, it's Mary. Welcome back. Today we're gonna do brows. I do have a few brow videos and I'll link those below also in case you want to check those out. The technique and the products might be a little bit different, but what's always a part of all of it is this Benefit 24-hour brow setter. I'm not a makeup artist. I'm just a mature woman who has been asked multiple times how I do my brows. So, having said that, again, I'm not a makeup artist. I don't know how you actually should do them. I'm just showing you how I do my eyebrows. Before I begin, let me relax my eyes. You can't see as well as you could when I didn't have eye makeup on, but I'm short on time, so I'm like filming two videos together. A lot of times I talk like this. I talk with this expression on my face. Okay. But if I relax, then you can see that this eyebrow comes down. And like I said, you can still see it, but you could see it a lot more when I didn't have my eye makeup on. I should have done this first, but anyway. So I treat this eyebrow a little different than I treat this one. This product I actually heard about from Mel Thompson. Okay, she was the game changer between me and how I do my brows. And I can't remember, it's been too long ago, if she did exactly what I'm doing or if I discovered this. But this product for sure, Mel told me about. And if you look at this, this brush is wide. So you see all the different size combs and it's flat. That makes doing my brows really easy. And there is not another formula like this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start back here. And I'm going to comb forward and get this product all in my brows. I don't like doing brows on camera because while I'm looking at the mirror to see what's going on, the mirror grabs the camera's focus and then it blurs out and you can pretty much never see what it is I'm actually doing. So this is kind of hard to do on camera anyway. But I think that if you took a poll and you asked YouTubers why they don't do their brows on camera, it's not because there's a secret they don't want you to know about. It's kind of hard to film because in particular, like what I just said, looking in the mirror, okay, the camera will go out of focus while you're trying to show something, but not just that. Also, like there's parts in this routine where I like hold my breath and you know, just real careful. The best brow days are the days that you're not talking to people, but actually paying attention to what it is you're doing. But I'm going to try. The reason I'm doing this is for two reasons, twofold here. One, I want it to stay in place. No matter what expression I make, I want my brows to stay just like I put them, right? Which is kind of feathered. And the second reason is I want the product that I'm putting in my brows to not actually touch my skin, but just coast over the top of this product here. That will keep me, A, from getting too much brow product, and B, keep it, I think, looking more natural. Because this brow is down lower, I want to raise it up a little bit to make it a little more even to this one. Not because there's anything wrong with that, but because I like that. Almost everybody in the world, if you look at their face and you study them, one side of their face hangs down lower than the other. Our faces just aren't symmetrical. Now that I've done that, I've got that in and it's setting, I'm going to move to the front of my brows. Now you can see that I have a little bit of hair here. And I didn't used to have any because it quit growing there. And I started using Grande Cosmetics' product called Grande Brow. And it grew back a little bit. And I could probably put some of this in there and it would work. But a lot of ladies don't have this, so that's why we're going to do this. This brow pen is the best brow pen I've ever had. I've had a few. And what happens is they either dry up right quick, or when you put the cap back on, look what I just did, okay? Look, I got that everywhere, but it won't have messed up this brush. This is the part I'll probably mess up on camera if I'm going to mess up, because this takes the most concentration from me and a steady hand. If you have shake in your hand, I'll give you a tip that will help, but maybe you want to try brow powder. But anyway, this one here, the product lasts a good long time, doesn't cost very much. I think it's like $6 or something, $8 maybe. And you can get it at the drugstore. anywhere they sell NYX. You're going to see me taking the pen and going up and down. I make upstrokes and downstrokes. And I hold my breath while I do it so that my hand is steady. And then I balance the pen, okay? I put my pinky, which is why we're doing this with no makeup on first. I put my pinky right here on my nose to balance so my hand doesn't shake, you know, or if it does, I'm controlling it a little bit by how I'm holding my pinky against my nose. Now, a lot of people go by the rule of thumb of where you start your brows is to bring the pencil in and where your nostril, bring your nostril in and right there, just so you can see. If I were going to take this pencil and come in and go like that, right here is where my brows would start. I've been doing it long enough, I just know where I want to start my brows. And that's what I do, and I begin drawing hairs, just a few, on the fronts of my brows first. And I did not put any Benefit gel setter right here because I don't want this pen to hang up on it. I'm balancing my hand right here so that I don't shake. Drop it down and then pull up, okay? So flick, flick, just barely touching my skin. I'm grazing my skin. I don't worry so much about making sure they're completely straight because brow hairs don't grow completely straight. Now that will dry, and if I don't like it, I can like soften it up a little bit with the spoolie. Now let's go do the other side. And like I said before, the best that I do is not when I'm trying to do it on camera. When I just concentrate, put on some music, sit back in my chair and just take my time and do it right, okay? I don't really like this one, but oh well, okay? We're gonna move on. Next, I take a micro pencil. This one is also by NYX. It's in the same color, ash brown. That's why I like using them together because they're the same color. And I'm gonna raise my eyebrows up and look, and then I will take and draw a little line from way back here, okay, just to give it a base. I don't want you to see the line. So I'm going very softly. Now at this point, this is all dry. So I can take my spoolie and just kind of rake it through there a little bit, not a lot, or you'll take away the little hairs you just drew. Now I'm going to address the fact that this eyebrow is a little lower than this one by coming up higher than my actual brow. So I'm coming right above here, and I'm just working at the very top of where that brow gel is, above my actual brow. Now that I've done that, I just barely take the pencil and coast like this over the top of my brow hairs. I'm not even touching my skin. What I'm doing is tinting the brow setter. That's all I'm doing. I'm not hitting the skin at all. I'm letting this pencil graze over the top of the brow setter, and it is tinting my brows. This one here, I'm going to come straight through the brow itself. Same thing. I'm just going right over the top of, I'm not touching my skin at all. I'm just tinting my brows. It's just grazing over the top of the brow setter. And like I said, this is definitely not the best job I've ever done, but it's hard to do that on camera. Now what I do is take a liquid concealer. Actually, I use a pen. e.l.f. makes one that I can use, but I can't find it a lot of the times. It's sold out because it's really good. This one here is YSL's Radiant Concealer. It's a pen. Okay, but you can use any concealer that's liquid and a brush if you want. Don't use something like this. Don't use a stick creamy concealer or not, because when you put it up there, even if you take a brush, it's like you can tell that you took concealer through your brows and it caught up on all the hairs, and Don't do that. So I'm going to take this instead, and I'm going to relax my eyebrows and look and see, do they look like they're about even? In my case, yes, they do look like they're height-wise about even, but the problem is because I'm actually going above my brow where my real hair is not, I am leaving hair that is down here. So what I want to do is cover that up so that it looks like both of my brows are the same height. And so I do that by taking the pen and coming right under this brow, the one that's lower, and tapping out that concealer. I've now covered up the hairs that I didn't put any brow products on, okay? Because it's like right there. Tap that out. Now this brow, I don't necessarily have to do that to, but because this is more ombre over here, I do add a little bit right there and just kind of tap it out. And there you go. That's how I do my brows. I hope you guys know, always remember you're the best part of the Fritzy family. And if you're not having a blessed day, just go be a blessing to somebody else. And until next time, love you, see ya, bye. And I'm out.